Hi there, welcome to Rider Bonsai and Cacti again. This time another Yamadori. This is, I have to look up the English name of this tree, so I'm going to put it in the description. This grows here at my property. As you can see, I cut off this summer the main part of the trunk, not because I wanted to lose it, but because it was dead. It's growing here underneath a big tree, so uh, that's the reason for it to die. I'm a little bit out of breath because it's quite a dig, as you can see. I think it's a basic, quite an old tree, beautiful bark. Of course, I have to clean that up and have to try and make a nice pretty bonsai out of it. But I wanted to show you this, and I will get back to you when the tree is on the table. So as you can see, I took it out of the ground, but there's um, too few feeder roots at the top, because at the top we have quite a few nice roots to make a nibari and to show them in the pot, but there are too few feeder roots there. Only here are a few, and there are some feeder roots in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is pot it up in a deep pot, hope that it will make it. It's a 50-50 chance, I think, and hope, if it makes it, that here we will be getting more feeder roots. So in 2 years I can take it out of the pot, cut it here underneath the nabari, and have enough feeder roots there to sustain it in a shallow pot. We will see. I will show you how I'm going to pot it up. So here it is in the pot. It's the biggest pot I had, and it just fits. Well, just is enough. It doesn't have to be very big. I already put a little bit of substrate in to make sure it stands up, it doesn't fall. And now we are going to put more substrate in. This is my standard substrate mix. Quarter garden substrate stuff you can buy in the garden centers. A quarter perlite, a quarter pine bark, and a quarter lava rock. And then we have to work it in. I really hope this tree makes it. I mean, I can show you a close up more after the whole thing is potted up. I think could really a nice tree, even though it's a bit straight. Even though it's a little bit straight, you know, I mean, it's a straight trunk, and because of the nibari, I cannot put it in a big angle. Well, I could put it in an angle, but then it's more difficult to see the nibari. But let me pot this tree up first. Takes more substrate than I thought, but okay. I could have used only the garden, the soil you use for gardens and stuff. You buy in the big bags, but I want to give this tree a good, every opportunity to have a good start. So invest a little bit extra in the garden soil. So, and now maybe the most important for now, what are we going to do about the tree? I think if I look at the roots, the Nibari, this is going to be the best part of the tree. There are some roots, bury them, later put some more substrate on top, but for now they will not dry out. So of course this stump is something we have to carve. I mean, I think if you look at the top, probably this would make the best front. This I could cut it like this and make this into a new leader. If you look at the top, I'm sorry, if you look at the Nabari, the big trunks, however you want to call it, then I think this is the best front. And this would mean that I have to cut in a different way this top part. And if I cut it like this, then it will have a big wound in the front. And I don't know if this is nice to see. But the good thing about that is that it's all something from the future. I don't need to think about this now. The only thing we need to think about is how to get this tree to survive. I'm sorry. And this part is too tall for me. I mean, if this is the front, then you have a little bit of a curve here, but I don't know. This needs to go anyway, so let's do that first. Let's see if we can cut. Quite how it works. No, I'm not going to be able to cut it with this secretary, so let me get a big lopper and then I will be back. So I'm back with the big loppers and also with an extra batch of substrate. But first, let's see if we can cut off that part. I found 2 pieces on the floor. I cut off from the roots. So. So, see, this one is dead. So, you see, it's dead. Possibility. This is not very nice. Doesn't need to be, because it's only for the first year to see if we can make a living tree out of it, or keep the tree alive. Let me carry it. Let me turn this so I can see the front. I still think it's way too tall. If this is the front, this is the front of the tree because of the big roots, and the fact that this comes out as an angle, so this gives some movement. Then I think I need to cut it here. If I cut it here, then we can try and get some new branching here. As you can see, we have some branches here, so if they survive, then we can work with them also next year. So I'm afraid this has to go. So here we have the cut paste, because this is a fresh cut. This is not. This is a cut I made in summer. And I have to be honest with you, I don't use cut paste always. I don't always use cut paste. This is the best way to say it. Why not? Well, I don't think we always need to use it. I know some people always use cut paste to prevent the tree from drying out through the wound. But I don't know. In this case, I do it, but I'm not always doing it. In summer, I cut this. Well, this was dead, so I didn't need to use cut paste. But even if it would not have been dead, I probably would not have put cut paste. Well, this is it for now. No, not entirely. Also made a new batch of substrate. So let's put some more substrate. There's some roots at the top. And we want to take those also. Opportunity to survive and feed the tree. Which means I buried the big roots which make a nice rebari, and buried them in the substrate. Right over this purpose, to give the fine roots which exist, all the opportunity to survive. Maybe in time the rain will flush out those roots a little bit. I will keep a good eye on it. Well, I mean, this could be a nice front of the tree too. So I say that this is the best front, but this is purely because of the Nepali. I mean, we don't need to decide now. I'm only talking about it. If the tree doesn't survive, then there's no use in deciding where the front is anyway. But if you look at the top and you decide, then maybe this would be the best Nepali. Cut the trunk behind this part here at an angle that you will not see the walls. And you give the tree every opportunity to develop this part. I don't think that I'm going to do that, but if you see this as the front, then you see the trunk has a nice angle. So there are all kinds of opportunities for the front. For now, for the time being, for me, this is the front because of the body and the big roots which are there. But we can see. First, we have to take care of the tree in winter. Then, hopefully, in summer, or in spring, it will leaf out and survive. It needs leaves to put energy in the tree so it can develop roots. So let's see if that works and hope that everything is okay. So for now, this is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.